Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Drake Olsen, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of all.
We hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake Maye.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On play action, here's Maye. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Gonna run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Maye. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Third and short, and here is Maye. Oh, he's gonna be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Walker. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shaheed in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Patriots offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first point of this game. Off the play fake, it's Maye. He's going to look for the home run ball. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Maye. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll go play action with Maye. He'll look deep here for Diggs. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Maye. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Here's Maye to throw it on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's Maye again. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap.
And he'll take this one in. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got 3rd down and less than a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have the Seahawks 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Brings it in left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Now this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Digba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. It's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Complete to Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Maye. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Third down coming up.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun, on third down, it's Maye. The open man is Douglas. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, New England.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On 3rd and 2, it's Maye. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Maye gonna look to throw. Defender drapes all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on third down is Maye. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Maye to throw again. He'll get this to Hooper, left side. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. To throw is Maye. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Henderson. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Now he'll run. And he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Darnold to throw on first down. Forced out left. He'll take off again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They run with Walker. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The tackle was Christian Gonzalez. Gain of a guard. Brings up 2nd and 9. The 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Every day come cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. The worries daily. But if I lick my G's, it goes away. That honey. I can't follow nobody.
Working out of the gun. It's Maye. Moving to his left. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henderson. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 31-yard line. That one's good for 29.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
He'll take this down inside the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on second down, Maye. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Maye. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Maye. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots move out in front by the score of 17-3.
17. Seahawks
Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chattown. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. drive. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Wide, get this one complete, and they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here comes one. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Patriots are going to recover.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Patriots offense and Drake Maye making their way back out. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. We're going to work this down inside the 45.
To Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That is caught. And the Seahawks going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
And he will score! Game on! Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. That one's out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Maye. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Patriots first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Maye. Complete to Henderson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and a yard. On the run, and this is Henderson. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Once more, it's Henderson. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On 2nd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw now, Maye. Pass completed to Douglas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
47 yards.
A big play here in the big game. 47 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Get this complete, it's Cup again. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards. Now, 1st and goal. Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's Darnold again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Game on. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Next, the score, Patriots 20, Seahawks 17.
They've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. To throw on 1st down is Maye. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd and 9. Here's a toss left side for Henderson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard
line. It is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Patriots ready for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. To return, it's Shaheed. And it will drop down, short return, and they'll take over there.
1st and 10.
So now, Darnold and the Seahawks down 20-17. A minute 44 to go. They need at least a field goal to send the Super Bowl to overtime as they get set for 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the 1st play.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Now, a big 3rd down. Darnold to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down, Seattle.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got his man at the 6. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line.
Really really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is going to go down as one of the great finishes in Super Bowl history, Mike. And I understand it's not quite done yet, but what a sequence here. Shades of that 49ers versus Cincinnati in Super Bowl 23, Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl 43, a touchdown late in the game. That could end up just sealing the deal.
Personal foul. Blocking the kicker. Defense.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The Patriots offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Gun. Here's Maye. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's Maye. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and short, and here is Maye. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Maye to throw again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. And that's going to do it in their 50th anniversary season. What a celebration. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the 2nd time. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports.